Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yes, it is time here for Game 4 between Gaimin Gladiators and Team Liquid.
Prepare
and
for
folks,
battle.
again, quite a treat with the drafts. We're ending it here for Liquid with the Lone Druid.
Yeah, let's see how this one ends up working out. Gaming definitely got their bread and butter in this one. Tofu has been really liking this Lion. I think versus the Shadow Demon, you can definitely see the reason why, playing with the Medusa, having that insta-kill, and he just seems to be liking the hero a bit. I'm definitely liking what Gaming's got. I mean, this looks really, really strong from them. A lot of pressure. It feels like that mid game, that game is going to be on Zai to make all these kind of moves, especially if these lanes don't go well. But let's see if they're able to get a good early start here. They're going to smoke head. They have SD Mirana, so definitely good ways to get a first blood.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the best, in fact.
Gaimin Gladiators have been pretty good at avoiding these first blood attempts from Liquid in the series so far.
They literally just
30
hug all
seconds to battle.
mid from what when they were playing Radiant, they still had all three cores mid, and they had Tofu sitting inside the tree line to scout it. So very similar. They're actually going behind the tower. This is deep.
It's awkward now. They can't go for this anymore. Gaimin Gladiators set up too well around the mid.
They realized they're like SD Mirana, don't get first blooded, right? They're actually gonna even skill or an off. Not the traditional that you see from these Beastmasters. But gives you an opportunity. You have board to block arrow if you do get Shadow Demon disrupted and going for a rune or something like that. So maybe that's the reason why. Runes. 2 for 2 exchange. Let's see how this mid matchup goes. They picked this confidently into it. This is maybe some Matumba Man flashbacks coming into play here for Team Liquid. Going for this Lone Druid with a jug. I don't feel like I've seen these two together in some time. Healing Ward with Lone Druid Bear is really cool and stuff like that. Just if you do fall behind early, could be a little bit weird for your lineup when Gaming looks to group, and that is what Gaming likes to do. As Pino was saying, they like to punish greed, and this definitely could be one of those greedy
Look at this Boxy. It's going to come down towards the bottom to try for the first blood still. They get the setup on Celery, and with the Blade Fury follow-up, should be enough.
Nice.
And indeed it is. First blood for Mika.
Do they get a 4 kill as well? Don't want to give up boards. Be too much gold. Good setup. Maybe they even linger around here. Boxy might just continue playing there, and maybe Zai, they just kind of sack him. This is an old thing Liquid used to do. Zai, he might just die up here.
I mean, he's going to try and TP up to help him in time, but indeed Zai already gone. So Gaimin Gladiators quick to punish the fact that Zai was laning on his own.
And interesting lane setups here this time around from Gaimin Gladiators. They're actually putting the Enchantress bottom with the Beastmaster, and putting the Lion up top with the Medusa. That's probably because the Lion versus that Primal Beast overall, you can kind of just halt any aggression if it does come out. Perhaps is the answer.
I mean, what would you sort of make of this, man? Like, do you imagine that Lone Druid Nisha should be able to get the edge in this matchup?
I'd imagine so, yeah. I think he should have a little slight edge. See how much luck he has too with these roots. If he has get some good RNG versus Quinn, that could be pretty cool. Quinn has a good wave, of course, you know, Storm. You can push out the lane constantly here. You're not too careful with your bear. You shouldn't give it up. There's definitely potential if you make some mistakes.
Both getting rather low here, both Quinn and the bear.
Pushing the limp. He's saving skill point too.
It's what the ancestors
For an opportunity to go
Bottom lane.
Bottom.
There's going to be another one for Boxy. They're taking out Celery. So this Enchantress doesn't have an easy start to the lane.
That was by himself. That's pretty big. And look what he's going to do. Same thing that we saw Boxy do versus Quinn last time. Hey, you want your bottle fills? No, no, no. We've got a bear checking one, and I'm going to take the other one away from you. Celery, don't dying. We'll refill the bottle, but I feel like this is something that Boxy really likes to do, to be able to try to pressure Quinn when he's playing bottle hero. Maybe that was also the thing with the Lone Druid. They're like, okay, we're picking a hero that's just going to make sure that Quinn doesn't get these bottle refills.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those heroes that's difficult for Quinn to step away from his tower against. As Nisha will be quick to run down from there. Connection's going to block the arrow now of the Born. That's going to give Ace the chance to get back safely.
Yeah, cool. Really, really interesting to see that from Ace. Not too often going for the board, but yeah, definitely understanding why he wants to do it. He will give up some board kills though, and every time you do give up board, it's a ton of XP.
So far things on the top lane. Gotcha. Doesn't look like he's having any sort of slowdown against these two. As the moment out of the cause, it's Zai who's struggling to get the most CS out of this laning sort of setup.
Yeah, that level 1, using that blood grenade to get the kills, definitely going to start him off slow. Ring of Health is finished. Definitely going to be some difficulty to pressure Duraccio up here to get these free snakes off. He has the backup on his line to stop any aggression. Mid, fairly even, but yeah, Nisha pulling slow.
Quinn pretty much out of mana, so won't have any chance of threatening the bear as low as it is right now. Nisha still does have the resummon cooldown. Only 30 more seconds though. Yeah.
I'm going to watch Boxy's movements here in the next few seconds. I imagine it's likely that he does look to just make a rotation toward the runes. Insania maybe also, because for Shadow Demon it's very natural to check runes, so you can just Shadow Poison, stack a camp while you're also making seconds. We'll see if they do look.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Poison attack.
I mean, will Gaimin Gladiators do anything in return, or they just kind of leaving Quinn on his own?
Kind of just leaving him on an island, and then probably have to clear out these two creeps and go back. For the range. B and then go back, it looks like.
Should be setting up Nisha for a pretty nice start. You know, he's going to hit his item timings. No, if this sort of situation stays like this, where Gaimin Gladiators aren't able to pull any supports over towards this mid, try and set up for something around Quinn. Nisha's going to get the free farm.
This is why he wanted it. Beastmaster doing very well though, Ace. Even though they've tried to slow him down with some tri-lane and movements, he's actually 22-7 last hits. That's going to be a really, really good start for Ace. We've seen what he can do on this Beastmaster a lot of the times. I haven't gotten to see too much of Beast with the Dominator builds lately, but definitely be incredibly good being able to group up with that with the Medusa lineup.
The top lane still is going pretty peacefully for Thracha.
He's chilling.
Let's just hang under his tower.
Definitely the dream. I'm sure Gaming, they're kind of fine with all this, even though Quinn's probably, a little bit annoyed that they constantly keep checking his runes. Thracha is probably like, I'm absolutely free farming, pretty much only missing a couple last hits so far, and they've got stacks ready for him. A triple stack right above him already.
When Zai has his Vanguard, will there be the chance to dive this top tower, or is that always going to be hard against the Lion?
Maybe if they bring it the Mirana and stuff like that, but definitely going to be difficult with Tofu always there. You see Tofu's skill build, he's 1-1-1. He took the mana drain at 2, but now he's got 2 different ways of disabling it. It looks like he's actually maybe making the first move to catch Liquid off a guard down here. They have a catapult wave coming in. Nikkei dropping a little low.
He's still got the Blade Fury to rely on if he's quick enough. Let's see if Tofu can catch him by surprise.
Senior's trying to set up onto mid at the same time.
Just keeping a safe distance is hard for Tofu to catch him without Nikkei spotting him, so should be okay. Unless he steps down towards this kind of bottom row of trees. Stepping quite far up the lane. Tofu, can he catch him? They're pretty try he is. He's able to get the opening stun into the hex. Damage to the impetus. The right clicks from Ace. It's bringing Nikkei low. They've got him. Tofu playing it very nicely from the edge of the vision. And catching him by surprise with the opening stun.
Liquid just looking to play completely around mid lane, but that's definitely going to cause issues for Nikkei, and Ace is doing an excellent job, and it's not like Quinn's dying. So he's still holding his own here. Catapult wave. Catapult is going to go down here. I'm sure Duraccio's like, your carry just died. He's a Jug, I'm a Medusa, I'm free farming.
He certainly is.
Gaming's definitely feeling amazing about this anyway, even if Quinn is being slowed down. Can Liquid get this tower here? They really want to keep this pressure onto Quinn.
Further TP's coming in. They're actually going to bring the Medusa in for some action. If they can get this set up.
Nice arrow.
Nisha's able to get the ult off. He'll step away. It'll mean he'll lose the bet.
I didn't see the plus goal. Did it creep people that too?
I was going to say, I didn't see the plus goal.
I didn't really get to see there.
Well, the bear's dead. He had to resummon those, so Nisha's still good to go. Continuing to farm in the speed lane.
Good arrow from Boxy. I think if he doesn't arrow that Centaur creep, perhaps they can actually set up a Nisha there. So nice little angle.
It could still be hard to find the damage though.
Still could be a bit.
Gets the ult off. Yeah. He's going to be able to walk away with 1400 HP. Duracho, after showing his face mid, towards the top half of the map, top lane. He's quite happy up here.
That was a very interesting rotation. I don't think I've seen many Medusas do that. I mean, Duracho does like to get involved more than I feel like anybody else.
If anything, probably was just down to the fact that we've seen Liquid be kind of very heavy-handed with their pressure in the mid, right? If one hero is trying to go for it, high likelihood that they might even be 4. So Duracho just wanting to make sure that his own team didn't get outnumbered. Back at top. Sania will find the setup on
and it gets Stone Gaze off.
This might give him the chance to live. Arrow's going to be off the mark from Boxy. He might need some TPs to come in if there are any available. It doesn't look like they are. So Duracho, under his tier 1 tower, I think he's in a whole world of pain here. He'll be able to put the 1 charges, but indeed nobody is able to head up and help him.
He's like, team, somebody.
Dyer's
Looks like he is inevitably
under attack.
going to go down. Zai going to get the last hit.
You're not even
Where
worth my
Boxy?
score.
I mean, yeah, I guess they didn't have the TPs. I think Tofu, he has his available, but I believe at the time he didn't actually have one on him.
He did not.
Is under
It
attack.
just came out of the courier.
But Tofu's like, it's all right.
He's
like, I got a
He's
tower
got
left.
tower.
Yeah.
So he's happy with that one. Might not have been able to keep his carry alive, but takes tier 1.
And they pushed 𝐕𝐄 out of the lane. That's the other important thing, too. So it's like, 𝐷RACHO died, but your Jug's not farming either. Quinn's still slowed down in the mid lane. He's having to sit around this tower to make sure that Nisha can't actually push it fully. And it's like Liquid making the move over to punish him and perhaps try to set up for it. 𝐷RACHO's actually going to fill up Quinn's bottle. He's like, you don't help me top it, I'll help you mid, my brother.
𝐷RACHO, he wants the farm here. Like, come on, Quinn. Let me take this.
He set it up for him. He took great.
He's had enough up top. He doesn't want to go back up there. None of the supports are going to TP up and help him. Time to go to the jungle.
And they're setting up Ace for absolute success. He has a full Dominator already. 9 minutes in. Boots as well coming out. He is very large. Level 7 too, so it's not even the axe builds, it's just all around the summons.
Yeah.
These summons, they're very strong. These supports, I mean, in particular, like Shadow Demon hates to play versus this.
And look at the wards mid. Gonna try and jump the bear. They should get it the once, no problem. 300 gold towards Tofu.
He'll take that.
See towards the Blink Dagger fund.
1K lead now. Another resummon is there. You get the disruption.
Nice gonna come in and help out. Liquid want to take this fight. They'll go forward with the onslaught, crashing through the two of them. Get the total rise onto Tofu. Raw's gonna be used from Ace to free Tofu and allow him to step back. Time with the stun. Towards Zai. Quinn is gonna zip back in, drag him in with the vortex. They haven't quite got enough damage to take Zai down. And on the high ground, Quinn, he gets caught, locked down by the fear in the root. He's out of the game for 25.
He zipped in way too aggressively. Zai's got a Vanguard. Bad choice.
I mean, Zai might be able to go for more. He's gonna have onslaught again in a second. See if he can find his way over towards Tofu. He can. In once more with the onslaught on the trample. Tofu keeps his distance.
He's okay.
And they won't be able to push the bear in under Earth for tier 2. They'll pull back in. Nisha
Is under attack.
the space to get this pressure on. They'll force out the fortification. 10 minutes forward to it's a close start here.
Start here. Yeah. And 𝐕𝐄 during that's able to catch right back up. 𝐷RACHO also. I mean, they're neck and neck.
They really want to kill this bear. They're pretty freshly resummoned. See if they can. I mean, Insania and Zai, they may be able to keep Quinn and Ace off it. Quinny's again going to use quite a lot of mana to try and kill this bear, but it's going to live. Nisha's able to get it back. They won't get it. Now Quinn himself still has to be a bit careful.
He's very low mana.
He has incredibly low mana.
Arrow, big one connects on Celery to their follow-up.
Gaimin Gladiators have got a lot of backup. Tofu's going to turn up back towards the mid. They've got 4 heroes here, 1v4, so Liquid won't be able to get any kills from this.
Tofu failed to fill up, though. Did not have a slot in his inventory to give Quinn that mana back. He does have mangoes to be able to feed to him, but Quinn,
That's a slow start.
slow start for him.
Quinn's got to keep his cool. Be a bit of a recovery game for him to play. I think the Storm this time.
I think this might be the most attention I've seen on mid in this tournament.
It's a lot.
There's not that many kills. It's 4-2, but I think we've seen like 9 heroes show up to mid lane. Yes, between 7 and 9 heroes back to back to back.
Yeah. I mean, both the carries, they're having a great day.
They are.
You see the moment 𝐷RACHO and 𝐕𝐄 keeping up with one another.
So we should be set up, hopefully, for a nice little mid game into the late game potential here.
I mean, this ain't going to be no 21-minute stomp like
this isn't
Game
last
3.
game.
There's no way. No way it's all there. 11 minutes in.
How are these levels looking? I mean, supports, because they've been moving so much, they're actually quite under-leveled. Boxy is actually the highest level of the supports by a 2-level margin. He's got a medallion and he's got a death so cute right now.
I mean, there's no way.
That'd be pretty memey.
He is absolutely memeing. He ain't doing that. I mean, there's already going to be a Deso anyway on Nisha's bear.
Yeah, it's a good solar game for sure for the Lone Druid and for the Juggernaut. I imagine he goes down that route. Children, Quinn. He'll be able to snag that one. Big stacks for 𝐷RACHO. How the stacks looking for this Jug? He's got a double stack prep at the moment. Not the same size as the dude, so we can now start farming them a bit earlier than that Jug. No battle fear just yet. Tofu's lingering around, so he's like, give me that XP, I need 6.
Yeah. He wants to go around and use that finger. Here we go. 6 is online.
And they do need it. As we're seeing, there is a bit of damage issues at the moment on gaming versus these tanky frontliners, especially on Zai.
Smoke time for Liquid. So for Moonlight Shadow back up in 10. Insania, Zai, and Boxy looking for the setup down bottom, seeing if they can find maybe Celery or Quinn.
They got a perfect read where Quinn is right now. Look at that circle drawn. Quinn. He's got a shield rune, but they've got a lot of damage and control for him.
Disruption into Arrow will do it.
Shadows.
Quinn.
Angle.
Us.
Moonlight shadowing in.
Oh, they're going to see him. They can get that opening, whether it's Zai getting in with a grab or Insania setting up with a disruption. It's Zai just stepping up with the invisible Moonlight Shadow, getting in with the pulverize. Quinn caught by a nasty surprise.
Boxy is doing a lot of work in this early game here for the side of Liquid. Just early itemization, early levels. The fact that he's 6th, I mean, I say that early, but in comparison to the other supports, he got it very early on. And getting caught off guard again. Bottom of the cores. Not by a massive margin by any means, but 900 behind his counterpart of Nisha, who his timing on his Deso, it's going to be very, very good. They can probably look to force a Roche very early with this lineup on Liquid, with the Lone Druid plus the Jug even showing up with Healing Ward.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gaming is
lineup definitely has that opportunity.
Gaming definitely has potential to fight back, especially if Duracho has Manta, and I believe they are going to have the Helm of the Overlord probably at the same timing. So Gaming is still going to be strong to fight into that. Quinn's job overall in this game, I think the panel did touch on it, it's jumping the back. It's looking for this Shadow Demon.
Battle Fury timing from mid-game. 14 minutes, Dread's Battle Fury 1. Very respectable timing here on the Jug.
Especially for having that one death, of course, too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very, very close.
I'm going to try and get a kill with a finger. Tofu.
Yeah.
On the way towards Insania and Zai. Zai might be a bit of a tough one. Insania not so much. They'll go for the easier of the two. Ooh, they'll quite a vortex, but Tofu still have a 7 stun. So they'll get the kill done. Need that opening jump from Quinn at the end of it all. Tofu, he's the one to open play.
And he's got the blink. He doesn't get the last hit, but he has been, I mean, the stack gold and everything that he's been able to get, that is fairly early. And looking in comparison to Liquid, their initiation for starting fights is Zai. And, okay, he actually is about to have blink down. So they'll both kind of have ways to start fights. That's a very early blink though.
I mean, both him and Boxy having quite the time when it comes to early game gold on these supports.
Yeah. And is the Solar Crest done, I'd imagine, for Boxy? I mean, nice itemization. Definitely could look to force Roshan, or at least force a fight, perhaps, or just sneak it if Gaimin Gladiators isn't ready. And Liquid, they're looking to make the play here around Zai's Blink Dagger. It was scouted, though. So there was a Hawk right here just now from Ace. Let's see if Gaming is set up for this read. Liquid, they get a kill, they'll immediately go for the rush. They might even just be able to do it without the Ace. This is kind of a dream.
I
mean, he is so dead. If they get any sort of catch onto him with this bear and the Deso, Ace won't stand a chance. Zai, it's in with the blink. Nisha in with the bear. In with the fear. The onslaught. Ace will turn with the roar. But there really is no way out for him.
Do they push tower or do they go straight to Roche? Let's see what choose the call here for Liquid.
McKay's bringing the wave in.
I think it's probably just the road. That fresh Deso Bear, he's got a stack on it too. Solar Crest, they can bring it down quick. And with Ace dead, don't know if Gaming's going to be able to pin that.
This is incredibly strong as a team right now, Liquid. They've got through this early game and something that could have been maybe punished for the greediness of having looked at Lone Druid mid and this, Juggernaut and safe lane farming the Battle Fury. It's working out so far. He's his timings. He's going to be able to make all these moves. Kind of just Liquid going as 4. Mid-K can continue to farm. So far, at least from Liquid's perspective, I think they're doing everything they hope for with this job.
And they've got the insurance policy of the Jug too, in case things get a little weird. He is going to be, of course, his own Battle Fury, going for this kind of farm build. So
yeah.
I do think Liquid can look to push a little bit here. Just Duracho is still farming.
And I think they need to push because I feel like we see kind of this Jug Medusa stuff go on, and if the Medusa's in the same place, the Medusa's in the happier place. For right now, Duracho, he's definitely going to be telling the team that he's got this. He's ready to carry. He's set up for success. And the numbers definitely show that. So we'll see if Liquid can keep the pressure on. Duracho is going to be able to walk away with this game.
Stronger Duracho does get though. They will have the SD, so that's always going to be something that Liquid does have for an answer. But I'm definitely on board with you there. This time it's not Duracho playing a TV, where it can be a bit of a riskier carry. It's a Deuce. It's very safe here.
Tried and tested.
Oh yeah.
Many times in this patch.
And playing versus no mana, no defusal, nothing like that to be able to go through it that much faster. Nisha, he's playing, I mean, he's going for farm efficiency. He's actually taking the philosophy stone on his main. Keeping duelist club on his pair.
We'll see if he finishes up as well. I mean, he's got Deso into the MKB queued up, so...
Probably expecting the Medusa, Manta, Butterfly timing, but Duracho's actually got Scott.
Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
What sort of
tower
defense they're
is
bringing on
under
the tier
attack.
2. Duracho, he's going to show his face up here. He feels that he can do without the threat of being dove.
They don't want to let Liquid just take over the map. And, I mean, they're still just farming, right? Gaming. Quinn is starting to catch up completely here. 2K lead for them, even though it's 6-3. This one is one of the slower games that we've had in some time. Liquid wanting to catch, perhaps, here.
Does feel like they need to with the moments passing. Gaimin Gladiators as a whole are getting more out of the map. Wait for the jump in the mid. Took the win. He's able to ball lightning away.
Great read.
I mean, maybe Insania does have a haste rune, and he's trying to see if he can get in and get the disruption set up. The rest of Liquid, they're focusing Tofu. Chase out the Lion. See in the mid, Insania, he's really messing around with Quinn, but the roll's up from Ace. They just turn and take Insania down. Quinn, will he put over the ZTV with the onslaught from Zai? Will catch him. And will manage to kill off Quinn.
Trying to go for 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 under the tower. They do end up losing Quinn again here. He is still struggling, but it's not about the Storm this game. It's about the Medusa, who's still getting free farm.
Yeah, Medusa's getting free farm. Ace, of course, as well, is also in a fantastic spot.
Nisha, he bought his shard. This is one of the few, I think, carries that does buy shards still very, very early on. Better ones.
Gonna stick around to pressure from tier 2 as of yet.
And look at Liquid, yeah. I think they're feeling like they want to be able to control the map a lot here, even buying a gem for Boxy, so. They're looking to keep applying this pressure to Gaimin Gladiators so this 𝐷𝐸𝐿 can't just get back and farm.
They don't want this.
No, they gotta keep it up though.
This sort of control of the map, they have to slip away.
Yeah.
Try and shut down, these areas for the Medusa. I mean, 𝐷𝐸𝐿's continuing to find this safe spot under the tier 2.
He's got the backup of his.
Yeah, it's difficult for Liquid to make the move to dive this Medusa.
Ace is scary too. Drums with the Dominator.
They're trying to wrap around. They really want to try and force a fight around this tier 2. Zai and Insania.
Zai, no BKB. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult for him to just commit forward in. He's pretty close to it too. Gaimin, they're going to look to punish him. I think they did just see him for a second.
Yeah, they've got the Roar, they've got the Finger, they've got great burst, they've got great catch. Tofu, he's in with the jump, they're able to catch Zai. Far away from the rest of the team, and with a quick burst of the Finger, Zai's gone.
And it's around a power rune too, also for Quinn. Ace still has the Roar available too.
I mean, they could
didn't have to use much
more.
there.
Liquid might have to be a bit cautious how they back out of this one, as Gaimin Gladiators continue to push on. You can get the next jump. Tier 1 here, Liquid. So they'll be far enough away to deter Gaimin Gladiators from being in that deep.
Okay, looks like he is going to be. I was wondering if we do see it, so 𝐿𝐿𝐿, he is queuing up Refusal next. See if he does commit for that. After SNY and Battle Fury. Burster can be an item choice here, but can be a risk. You could get set back on some weird timings when there's like a Scotty Butterfly and Medusa. Let's commit for it. Gaimin clumped up with these auras. Feeling confident to push.
Radiant's top tower.
They're the team that doesn't have the Aegis. Which goes to show how confident Gaimin Gladiators are with their position.
I mean, rallied around Ace. Like, it's going to make their team fight very, very powerful. But more about getting like maybe an initial pick-off before they look for a fight. Because fighting into the 5v5 of these auras of the Beastmaster definitely looks problematic. 𝐷𝐸𝐿 getting all the space in the world to get his... Yeah, he's got the Scotty now done. And they're gonna likely, I mean, he's just gonna take the Wisdom Rune. I think they've just given it to him like every time. I mean, he's always farming Ancients. I feel like all his heroes do this, but...
Over here!
I mean, Boxy tried to step up, but Tofu again immediate with the head. This is the gem.
This is the big pickup for Gaimin.
Ooh, I mean, he's going to step up with the disruption, but there's no one else around to try and fight back against Gaimin Gladiators. So indeed, that gem, it will fall into the hands of Quinn.
I mean, that's like a core kill, honestly. A massive snag now.
That's
the map control is going to continue. They still have Roar. They can still continue to look to hunt. You can see how confident they are. They have no cares about this Aegis whatsoever. Tofu now, multiple catches with his Blink Dagger. 5K lead for the team with the Dusa.
Team with the gem, the team with the soon-to-be-had map control.
They're rushing this in these last few moves.
Is under attack.
Set up around 𝐷𝐸𝐿 too. Aegis is going to get reclaimed. I don't think Liquid is too happy at all with what they got out of that one. Didn't really get anything. Here too, it's dropping fast.
Radiant's bottom tower has
They might,
fallen.
I mean, I feel like they might just continue here. Playing around Ace, there's definitely possibilities of at least
They're
forcing
certainly
people
going to
back.
consider it.
Yep.
Let's just sort of have a poke and see what this forces out in terms of reaction from Liquid.
They don't have the best D push by any means, so this could be problematic.
Yeah, their D push is kind of just throwing bodies into the midst of the fight. No Zai charging in.
Yeah, it's a Shadow Demon Poison is their best D push, which is pretty pathetic. They're going to look for maybe a long wraparound or something here, but 𝐷𝐸𝐿, he's just walking in front.
They want to have the high ground here, Gaimin Gladiators, so Liquid unable to make this sort of move. Refusal now done on 𝐿𝐿𝐿.
Okay.
So he's definitely geared up to fight. When you go for with this Battle Fury into the SNY, and then you go for the Diffusal, you want to go now. You know what? You want to try and make this Diffusal have impact, and whilst it still hurts.
But Gaming's they're sticking together. Causing issues for Liquid to find anything. Look at Ace. I mean, he's just waltzing in. Insania's going to be down. That's a pretty free one.
He's going to disrupt himself. The rest of Liquid will probably just bail on him. There's no help in this Shadow Demon.
Double damage.
Okay, well, there is Moonlight Shadow.
Where'd it go? Where's the jet? Oh, it's on Celery. I was like, what? Oh, looks like the long zip.
Didn't find it.
He walked under the sentry.
It looked like he was going to get away, but indeed, they had it under control, Gaimin Gladiators.
Ace is not using Roar. He's holding it for a bigger target.
He is, yeah.
Like, he could have just roared and he didn't need to. Yeah, he knows.
They knew they had it.
Radiant's
Another
middle
jump.
tower
They're going to go
is
for the
under
bat.
attack.
They'll easily kill it.
Yeah. Easy plus 300.
Looking rough. Looking rough for Liquid.
Certainly is.
Gaming getting so much out of the map. The supports are scaling massively after these last few kills. 6k gold on both of them.
So much just slipped away from Liquid just during this Aegis control that they had. Nisha had a good start, but it's been sort of passive, right? They haven't really been able to rally around this Lone Druid and do anything in these last 5 minutes.
Honestly feels like they kind of have to fight right now, but it doesn't seem like they're finding opportunities. The gaming's just split up on the map now, and they're farming on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting so huge. They're both Ace and the Duracho, and yet Quinn's catching up.
And they're even now just going to take away the Tormentor too, easily bring it down. Sorry, I said easily might die.
Valerie? Yeah, he's cool, he's got the heals.
Oh, and look who gets the shard. Tofu is like, bless. Now my Medusa, I have no worry. Even if he gets disrupted, instantly clear those illusions.
Radiant's
Liquid's
top
got to look
tower
for
is
something,
under
and we see it with their
attack.
play here. Zion and Insania, they're going to look for the jump in the mid. Cancel. Tofu, he's in with the stun, they're away. The arrow's not going to connect.
And now Ace is turning up. Liquid, they got to disengage.
And Mickey's here. Once they've sort of revealed their hand, there's just no chance of surprising Gaimin Gladiators with the jump, and Gaimin Gladiators, they're fully set up for anything that Liquid try to push on and do.
Tofu just always playing behind Quinn. As long as he's there to get the cancel on this Pulverize. Uzai getting that using BKB, but it's a risk to come forward there and just use BKB trying to get a kill if you didn't have everyone. And you have to make sure you get that kill if you do pop it. Is Amy now smoking?
Will Liquid be prepared for this?
Racho is going pretty aggressive item build next year. He's feeling confident for his damage. He's got small crit. He's going for the Silver Edge. Nisha's farm, he's falling behind. He's still ahead of Quinn, but it doesn't feel great by any means. This Medusa is just massive, and 𝐿, they might just set up on him here. They have the ward, they have the trap prep, they know exactly where it is, it seems like.
Radiant's middle tower
Tofu gets
is
the
under
opening. The
attack.
smoke is about to come to an end. It might be a bit harder for Tofu to get the catch. 𝐿 will continue to farm. Tofu continues to hunt. Doesn't look like it. So 𝐿 will be able to get away with this one. Out on that bottom jungle area. It does mean, though, Yumol in the mid, tier 2. It's taken out. They've got the creep wave coming in.
They might force it bottom immediately right afterwards, too. There's no glyph.
Liquid, they really want to try and find a Roshan by the looks of it before they're forced to fight, but
I mean, they'll lose the pace.
not going to get the chance to yet. Roshan's still not up for 30 seconds. The push for Gaimin Gladiators is coming in on the bottom leg.
Instant illusion's gone. How do you stop this, Liquid? That's the question. Gaming's testing you.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
This rack
attack.
just looks like it's going to drop,
Radiant
but there's no
structures
context.
Got the fortification, but they're going to have to bring everyone back if they want any sort of chance.
Nice jumping in.
He's going to go for Tofu. He's going to get caught straight away. They'll find the stun. They're turning on towards him. With the defensive disruption to buy some time for
Here's
Dai. And the stun's going to catch Nisha on the low ground. And Tofu's just in with a finger. They're taking out Insania. They've got the Hex on to Nisha. Nisha have pushed him back with a fear, but Duracho's just dealing
dead.
too much damage here with a crit and the Scardy.
That might just be it. Gaming, they're just grouped. They're giving no chance to Liquid.
They've got nowhere to push this back, Liquid.
These guys are just too good at knowing their
This bottom
timings.
max is theirs. I mean, they could stick around Gaimin Gladiators.
I think there's no hope. That was everything from Liquid. That's it. Gaming, they're all grouped.
Is under attack.
5,000 gold on Ace.
Radiant's middle
What do you
tower
do?
You don't do anything. This dude's just hit her timing with the Beastmaster.
They don't have Omni Stacks, they don't have anything Liquid, it feels. They've only got 3 heroes alive.
Hey, that's it, Owen.
This is 2 sets of racks.
Radiant's middle
They have towers to go through top, but Gaming have just completely ripped this game open, and Liquid just did nothing to them. Unlucky, says the Ratio. And now they can set up for the
We'll
Roche.
see again on the replay. I mean, Zai's efforts to try and get something to start this fight, but indeed the Pulverize put to an end. And Duracho, he's just far too far to this point. And Scardy and the crit that he just had delivered, right, he's just tearing through them. Tofu getting his excellent angle up on the high ground to get that Hex into the burst. The fight's over sooner than it began, really, for Liquid.
Yep. I mean, it's an Omni Slash to kill Celery, and that's about it. You need absolutely everything to kill Duracho. You didn't even touch him. You didn't even scrape him. And Gaming, they're too good when they play for these timings. They're too good when they get Ace off to this type of start with his Beastmaster. It's nothing super fancy by him, but it just makes it look so good. boots the bearing of the Overlord. He's got his BKB now. Aegis. Look, it's time to close it out.
It really is. They can taste it at Gaimin Gladiators. They are so close. They really are. 17k lead, 28 minutes here. Liquid, they're going to need a comeback like they've never had before to turn this one.
How do they do this? Nisha's bear did nothing in the fight. It got stone gazed and died almost instantly.
They just don't have the deep push. Their deep push is throwing their bodies in.
They got no damage. They got no nothing.
The base, they're more than ready to go again. I mean, Gaimin Gladiators, they did what they did bottom without an Aegis. Now they've got the Aegis. Now they've got the cheese.
Look at this, the delusions, but quickly probably going to get erased from Tofu. A little far away. There you go. Racho says, come on.
They got to do something.
Challenge me.
What are they going to do? I mean, Mikkei's coming back.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's
attack.
ready to join them, but the team
dropping.
moving
Radiant's
on.
top tower has fallen.
Butterfly timing. He hits 20. Can he do anything to Naracho?
Got the disruption. Narache, Silver Edge. I mean, they'll be able to take it, but maybe not even the one. Narache's still alive. They'll fear him, but then ended up pushing him away off anything
he's
from
fine.
safe position.
And Zai's gone.
He's out. It does not have buyback. Mikkei's trying to find some sort of way to jump him with the Omni Slash. It's split between far too many units.
Oh, what a stun.
Fought by the stun. They'll put the Blade Fury, trying to stand his ground, and they plumb through the managed direction. Draco is getting low, but because he still has that Aegis, they get the Vortex pullback onto Mikkei. Mikkei's out as well. No buyback on him. Tofu, he's jumping in. He gets the setup with the stun onto his Sadian. Zip for Quench. It's over. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators. They've done it again. And they've done it again and again and again and again.
And again.
And again.
With ease in this last game. I mean, we got one good game from Liquid, but in this one, it quickly spiraled out of control.
It did.
It was just the timing that they